And our next is Kate Oldham, who is sitting over here, I think. Kate is the Senior Vice President and the General Merchandise Manager of Beauty, Lingerie and Swim of Saks Fifth Avenue. She's a retail guru and a long-time Saks executive. Kate began her career at the company as a merchandise analyst and has since held positions including assistant buyer, assistant planner, and associate buyer designer sportswear. As a single working mum, Kate says her greatest role models have been her fellow working mums. And in her words, I saw them supporting each other when things got tough, picking up loose ends here and there, or covering a meeting. Those were the models for the behaviour I wanted to emulate. So please join me in celebrating Kate Oldham as a 2017 Outstanding Mother.
Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you and congratulations to Jane, Judy, and Kendra. Amazing mothers and women today. We're not going to include Joanna because of her comments. When Lori, Nancy, and Nance first told me about this honor, my first thought was, thank God there was no YouTube when Luke was little. Because if there was a video of the half-asleep Kate who kicked off a pillow and the pillow turned out to be Luke, or the time I lit a candle and Luke's pajamas at the same time, I would have been disqualified from the beginning. But I decided Mother of the Year is not the mother of every year. Even the best moms have messed up on some occasions. We do the best we can with what we've got, and we hope for the best. It's always been just Luke and me. I have gone through this without crying, going it alone. And I've always been grateful to my Saks family and the way they embraced my single motherhood. When I first had Luke, I was given the stellar advice of don't talk about your child at work. The implication was that it would make me appear less professional. Was everyone in this room and knows me is aware, I have never followed that advice. I have talked about him to everyone. Co-workers and vendor friends alike. I have told stories about him, I've asked for counsel, and parenting tips from everyone. Being a single mom is tough, but I was lucky enough to have a true village to help me raise my son, awesome friends and co-workers. I look at that Saks table, and so many of you here today, and I am so grateful to have you help me help my support. They're all moms, and they understand what it's like to have worked every day, but also to be there for your kids. I think 90% of being a good mom is just showing up. Save the Children says about 2/3 of the working moms believe that U.S. businesses make it nearly impossible for them to balance work and family. I'm happy to say that Saks has been an exception and exceptional. Maybe I wasn't the class mom, and perhaps I couldn't take as many field trips as I wanted, but I was there when it counted. When I needed to, I could leave early and watch Luke play basketball. We went to high school and college tours. At Saks, I've had bosses and leaders who've given me the flexibility I needed to be the mom I wanted to be. I recognize not everyone works for people and companies that are that supportive. But here's the real reason I wanted to accept this honor. How often do you get to stand up in front of a room full of people and tell everyone how great your kid turned out to be? Luke has grown up to be an incredibly thoughtful and kind person. He'll answer his mother's texts in the middle of the night to know that he's not dead in a ditch somewhere. He's pushed me to see the world around me, to stop watching Friend reruns and tune into the news. He makes me subscribe to the New York Times. He's the only reason I know what memes are. We've taken walks around New York since he was a little kid, and I still learn something every time we do. Not to mention, he's as gorgeous outside as he is inside. So thank you to Save the Children and for the hundreds of thousands of kids you help each year. And thanks to the National Mother's Day Committee for giving me this award.